All right, big smile. Listen, I know, were you a little nervous when you got in here tonight?
Not really. We knew what we had to do, and fortunately we played it to a T tonight, and we came out the winners. I don't know what else I can say. I'm so proud of my teammates that, I'm speechless right now.
What's it like in the dressing room? We couldn't get in there.
I'm having trouble getting back in. I went on television out there before, and I couldn't get back in the dressing room.
Listen, they were complaining that people weren't hitting. They weren't talking about you in the last game. Thank you. How about you, Chief? We're bouncing people off the walls all night long, but this is kind of a hard game.
Well, that was part of our game plan, was to play physical, and I'm part of the hockey team, so if that's our game plan, I've got to play that way too. So I knew who I had to play against. I knew that the right wingers on their team didn't like to be hit especially, so I had to go out and do my job. And I think that basically I did my job against the three right wingers that I played.
How do you feel now that the whole thing is over? You won the cup, the season's ended. Can you relax a little now?
Well, you give me a day or so and I'll be able to tell you a little better.
The kind of game you like, right?
That's our type of game. I'll tell you, we like a good body contact hockey game up and down. We got great goaltending, great defense. Just everyone played great tonight.
The goal, the last one, when it just dribbled, that had to be the slowest goal you ever got.
I was praying. I looked at Espy, and Espy looked at me, and his eyes were up, my eyes were up, and I was breathing that goal across the line. I didn't know whether it was going to go or not. I was just hoping Villemere didn't see it before it did get in.
Listen to the little victory dance, did you?
Oh, couldn't believe it. I knew right then it was over, that we'd pretty well won it, and just so much pressure off you right then. You don't know what to do. I didn't know where to go or what to do. I just let her all loose right then.
How do you feel now? The whole thing is over.
Oh, it's just great. Just great on great. I know it's a great hockey club. We went out. We didn't play that well last night at home. We knew it. We were a little tight, but tonight we just made up our mind. We coming here, and we got a great hockey club. We got guys come off the bench and do jobs. We got guys play one shift. We got guys that play double. Guys that are hurt. We got a few guys hurt that never said a word. Just went out and played hockey and did the job. And it's just a great around all hockey club.
What time do you think you get to bed tonight?
Oh, bed's the least of my worry. I just want to get in there and say hello to the Stanley Cup because I like to hold on to it for a while.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Great game. Gerry, aside from being completely exhausted from not only the game but all the interviews you've been through, how do you feel?
Great, just fantastic. I'm really happy for all the guys in our team, and especially happy for myself, really.
Yeah, listen, you got to be happy. A shutout in the Stanley Cup Finals got to make you feel pretty good.
Well, yeah, it does, but winning the cup, I don't care if it was 10-9.
Do you remember a better game? You had so many great saves the whole game.
Well, I tell you the truth, I think it was more routine than anything, but being in the situation we're in, it probably made things look a lot different. But I can remember a lot tougher games all year, but I had made my mind to do one thing tonight, and that was freeze the puck as much as possible. I had a little success with that a couple of years ago, and it might come back to that every once in a while.
Listen, you look kind of loose out there. You're bouncing it off your stick every once in a while. You look nice and relaxed.
Well, I find out with this team, you can do anything around the net and bounce and everything, and Bobby always comes up with it, so you're not really taking a chance.
The whole season, can you relax a little bit now?
Yeah, I think we can. It's quite satisfying, and winning makes it a lot easier. It's a great way to spend the summer as a champion, and we'll enjoy ourselves, believe me.
Listen, I bumped into you before the game. I said, how do you feel? You said, ask me after the game.
Oh, just terrific. Words couldn't describe how we really feel, Bill. We knew we'd have to come up with a supreme effort, and I think everybody in the club knows that we did do that. A little dissatisfying not winning it at home the other day, but we'll take it any way we can. We won it, and that's the main thing.
The first goal, you were bouncing in that corner for about 5 minutes, I think.
Well, I don't know what Tom Johnson had in his mind, but he changed the power play around a little bit, and that's my game, I guess, in the corners, and I got lucky and held ceiling off the puck, and Espy came in and knocked it back, and it got back to Bobby, and he just went in the short side. I still don't know how it went in, but it's in, and that's all that counts.
Listen, what are you going to do now? You've got the cup, the season's over, you're going to relax?
Well, I think I'm going to just relish the flavor of winning for a while. I think I'm just going to relax, as you say, and just take it easy and go home, open the swimming pool up, and go for a dip.
You win the Stanley Cup, you don't have to comb your hair. How you feeling?
Great, Phil. Just fantastic. I'm just really excited.
Listen, on the first goal, you left somebody, I think it was McGregor, out on 33rd Street. Do you remember that?
That could have been very dangerous. He almost checked the puck off my stick, so it could have been dangerous. If he had checked me, he was gone by himself, but I was lucky enough to get it.
Yeah, you were lucky. You left him in the dust. On the second goal, did that hit Cash? I didn't see
Cash was standing in the corner, and he deflected it.
Oh, was that
yeah,
it?
he deflected it.
I know, I didn't notice it at the time.
Yeah, he deflected it.
Did it make it a little sweeter to win it in New York? I know you'd like to win in front of the
It'd be nice to win in Boston, but it was sweet after getting beat at home the other night, and it's going to be a great trip home.
During the season, did you ever sit and think, gee, maybe we're not going to be able to do it?
Well, if you're going to a season with in your head, you're not going to do it. I thought we had the horses to do it. It's just that we get everybody going, and I think we got everybody going. And I think a big turning point in the season was we went on the long road trip. We went 6 or 7 games. Where did we go? We went to Chicago, Minnesota, Philadelphia, and out the coast, and we won every game. And that was a big turning point.
How did you feel when you got that 10-minute call tonight? You're a little upset.
Oh, it's stupid in a game like this, but this is one time I didn't swear, and I don't think I really deserved it, because I'm sure even in the first period when Irving got a penalty, he skated around him 2 or 3 times, and I know he was cursing him, and that's one time I didn't curse at him, and it looked like he was waiting.
Bobby, congratulations. Great game.
Thanks, Bill. Thank you.
Thanks, Bobby. Listen, you 3 guys contributed as much as anybody in the world to the Stanley Cup. How do you feel now that it's here?
Well, I think we're pretty happy with ourselves as a line, because we just broke our record for the most points in a playoff series, and we broke our own record, so it's really a great feeling for us. And we could kind of get along pretty good off and on the ice, and we have for 6 years, so I hope we're back again with each other next year.
Do you agree with him, Freddie?
Right on. I feel proud to play with these 2 Johns, and they've helped me tremendously during the last 5 years, and I like Pi. I hope to be back again next year.
Well, it's been great. It's been a great 5-6 years for me. From the first 8 before that were kind of rough, but since I've been with this line with Freddie and Pi, I've got to say I've had a great career, and 2 Stanley Cup and Prince of Wales Trophy and Lady Byng, and you name it, we've got it. And it feels great, and I'm just so happy and thrilled that I'm part of this club, and I just hope that the 3 of us stick with this club for a little while to come yet.
Well, I think the first one's always the best, but after last year we felt kind of down a little bit, and we really wanted just the same this year, and it feels just tremendous.
It's going to be a happy time on a golf course this year, right?
You bet. We can change our handicaps now, and we got few shekels to spend on the course, so we're happy about it. And I think we knew we were going all along. I think we were going to win it, and New York chased us all year in the series or in the league and couldn't catch us. And the 2 games that we let them win, that's the only reason they beat us, I think, because we let them win. And they got a hell of a ball club, but they're not as good as the Boston Bruins.
Good. You guys had a great year. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Carol, when you first came to the club, did you ever think it'd end up this way?
Well, listen, I knew Boston had a good team, but I mean, before you win the Stanley Cup, there's a lot of games, so I'm just happy right now.
I know you're a little nervous when you got started to get used to the Bruins style of play and everything. How do you feel about it now that the season's ended?
Well, I've been asked that question just before, and like I said, it seems that I played my best 3 games, about the last 3 games of the series. I started to skate with it like I used to do it, so maybe personally myself, I worried too much, you know. So when I came in here, a big team and everything, so maybe in my mind myself, I worried too much. So but Donnie, Awrey, and I've talked a few times. We're roomie together, and Donnie said, "Don't worry about it. Play the same game and everything." And I think I got started a little bit better now. You know, it's maybe too late. I mean, it's not too late that we win the cup, but I mean, there's always next year.
How's that Stanley Cup look close up?
Yeah. Listen, I won the cup once with Montreal. I played few shift. I was playing left wing with Belleville and Cornwall, but right now, it's just great because when you play every shift, you're part of it. You know, it's better than be sitting on the bench and play once in a while.
Eddie, first, how did you manage to get a shower and get dressed and all that noise in there? There's going to be 4,000 people in there.
Yeah, you have to sneak around a little bit, and I couldn't wait to get out of that uniform. I've had it on so many times this season, I couldn't wait to get out of it and get back into some clothes that represent summer wear, because that's all I'm going to have on for the rest of the year, or the rest of the summer. But it's a great feeling, and I just thank God that it worked out the way it did. We had a lot of help.
Listen, after a long, long summer last year, this one's going to be a little more pleasant, right?
Oh yeah, I don't have to answer that question. I know the first person that says that to me, I think I'm going to be very unpleasant with for the first time. But no, that's true. It makes for a great summer, and we are the world's champions, and we proved it. We had everything that it takes to be a world champion, and the fellows that played goal for us, Eddie and Gerry, and our team collectively just put it all together. We have a guy back there on defense, number 4. He's the most remarkable thing that ever came upon a pair of skates. And I think that between those things, you just combine everything, and it just worked out. We never gave up at any time, and we worked very hard, and the guys deserve it. And they're going to enjoy it for quite a few days now, and then all summer. It's something they deserve.
Oh, it's great. What do you say when you're a champion? You're supposed to be modest. I guess probably I am, but we had too much not to win again.
I guess you did.
We had a lot to prove, to ourselves, and sometimes you get a little doubtful in your mind about whether you're as good as what everybody tells you are, and I think that was a big thought in the minds of all of us, and we proved it to ourselves and to our fans that they were backing a win.
That was a great way to win the cup, Bill. Winning it in New York and getting a shutout, and just the way the whole team played from the goaltender out. I just thought it was super the way this club played tonight. We knew we had to after that last game. We knew that we had to start hitting, and we did tonight. And Cheevers came through with just a great game, and Cashman's timely goals, and Bobby.
Did you get a little nervous when he drew that 10 minutes?
Well, naturally, you don't like to lose him for 10 seconds if you can not do it, but a lot of other players were beefing at the officials, and they didn't get 10, but I guess Bobby's kind of a marked man.
What are you going to do now? Take a rest for a while?
No, not really. I just don't know what to do. The impact really doesn't hit you till you finally find out that you're not playing Sunday.
Thanks, Tom.